Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the January 2026 Xbox Developer Direct. We are going to see 3 games, plus probably 1 mystery game. We're going to get an update on Fable. We're going to check out Forza Horizon 6, and then Beasts of Reincarnation, and then, like I said, we'll see what the mystery game is. I'm thinking we're going to get a release date for Fable. I'm going to guess that the Fable release date is somewhere between about May and August. I think Forza will be fall, and then who knows for Beast Reincarnation. My guess is also that they will start with Beast. Like, if I were to set this up, I would start with Beast, go to Forza, then Mystery Game, then Fable. But yeah, we'll see. Let me turn this up here. Might have to adjust the volumes a little bit as we get into it. But yeah, it was this show last year that we saw Expedition 33. So here we go. This is usually a really good presentation. That's right, it's a big year for Xbox. Big year. Get that Game Pass. We already know that Forza Horizon is going to Japan. So that's all we know about it. Watch out for Peggy. For a lot of people, yeah, we want to see what Fable looks like. We've only seen little bits and pieces, and this should be a deeper dive.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Yeah, busy year for Playground. We're starting with Forza. So start with Playground and then end with Playground.
Welcome to this world-first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Ehlert, Design Director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arcetta, Art Director for Forza Horizon.
These are always like the prettiest games you'll ever
The
see.
Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful cars, hit music, and breathtaking locations around the world. And now we're taking you to the place we've wanted to visit for a very long time, Japan.
We designed a campaign that really focuses on your journey. You don't start as a superstar of the festival or a racing champion or even a rookie. You'll start out as just a tourist in Japan. Your first goal is to join the Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifiers.
So you're Ricky Bobby.
After that, you'll rise through the ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in faster, more exciting cars. At the end of each round, you must prove you're ready to move up by completing spectacular events to unlock your next wristband. These include classic Horizon showcases and our new Horizon Rush events, where you show off your skills on thrilling obstacle courses, like this one at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island, an exclusive region of the world with unique events, tracks, and areas to explore. And that will be a true accomplishment. Throughout that journey, all of Japan outside the Horizon Festival is yours to explore.
There's my race car
at
right
your
there,
own pace.
Pontiac.
So, let's talk about the location we've all been waiting for.
Japan is the ideal location for our biggest, most exciting game yet. Full of beautiful
That
landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our largest map, full of verticality, diverse biomes, seasonality, and breathtaking driving experiences, elevated by Japan's unique car culture. So we knew from the start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic game possible. To help us create those experiences in-game, we sought out advice and insight from people who've lived with Japanese car culture their entire lives.
As someone who grew up in Los Angeles and Tokyo, both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6. As an example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those two numbers are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact, these numbers are also part of a well-known Japanese proverb, Nana Korobi Yaoki, which means never give up.
When our team builds a Forza Horizon game, we focus on the essence of the place, what makes it special and unique. At the start of production, our team traveled to Japan to capture reference for everything. Time lapses of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and geology, scans of roads and buildings, and things as simple as
What
water
engine are
pickups
they using
and the
for
way
this, I
fallen
wonder?
cherry blossoms respond to passing cars. From these references, we then work to capture the soul of those places, adapting it for Horizon's open-world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma. Then we layer in the details around them, creating a world where every road leads to discovery. For this game, we've built our biggest urban area yet. Our Tokyo City is 5 times larger than anything we've designed before, with multiple districts, each with a unique identity. We work to create a city where every road, every corner, and every shortcut is fun to drive and a delight to explore.
Seasonal change in Japan is dramatic, and these changes are widely celebrated in local culture. We've captured that in games so that you'll see those changes reflected in the world around you as you explore. That sense of exploration is at the heart of the game. Everything you find on your road trip in Japan is something for you to collect. Cars, houses, landmarks, mascots, and more, all tracked in your adventure journal.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. And Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
A lot of cars.
Those cars will have new body kits, new Forza Aero, and the ability to paint liveries on windows. We've also fully overhauled our roster to be better balanced across all performance classes, from D to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars. We've improved how each car is affected by the world. For example, with new cosmetic tire wear, so each car responds authentically as you rack up the miles on those iconic Japanese roads. With more cars on day one than ever before, we've also created new ways to expand your car collection as you explore.
That's crazy.
Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage. We're not just bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them.
Let's see it.
The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines motorsport performance with road-going excellence. And our game is the ideal place to experience the most modern iteration of Kazoo Racing's relentless pursuit of Japanese engineering perfection.
Our cars sound better than ever, with greater detail and remastered audio, all brought to life by new acoustic modeling technology, simulating the soundscape of the world. Music is a huge part of the Horizon Festival, and we're curating a diverse
These
track
games
list
are
from around
always
the
like a
world,
technical
including
masterpiece.
exciting Japanese artists, so you can choose your perfect soundtrack, whether racing, cruising, or drifting. And to complement the visual contrast of our map, we've captured extensive field recordings across all 4 seasons in Japan, creating a rich and truly authentic world for you to experience.
I want to play this
In Forza
RPG.
Horizon 6, you'll have new ways to shape that world with features
Thing is,
that
Fable
make
could
a
look this
life
good.
for
We'll find
yourself
out here in a little
Japan.
bit.
Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do that. You'll find one of these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built. But the ultimate place to express your creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly in the open world here.
They're doing like
And anything you construct is
a
permanent
housing
and
system
visitable
kind
by
of
your
deal.
friends. Our teams are fully committed to Forza Horizon being the open world driving game for everyone. We'll be carrying forward all of our accessibility features from previous games. We'll also be adding in new options like proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion. Our major new accessibility feature is customizable high contrast mode, making the open world of Japan visually accessible to everyone. No matter how you and your friends play, you can customize Forza Horizon 6 so you can play together.
Japan is world-renowned for its car meets, like Daikoku, and inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new open-world car meets. These are places where you can show off your
Chat,
cars
what
and
is your
characters,
date guess on this?
download
When's this game
tunes and
coming out?
liveries, and
What's your
even
guess?
buy a copy of the cars you see. Then head out together to explore, where you'll find classic events like street races and our new Toge battles, iconic nighttime races down Japanese mountain passes. There's more to do in the open world than ever before, with new shared experiences like Horizon Time Attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a
look
truly
at that
social
sign.
experience with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard. Playing together is easier and more rewarding than ever. Forza fans are incredibly creative, making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support your creativity, we've added the ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements, all of which are also available in the estate and the customizable garage. We also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon 6, we're making building fully multiplayer.
Nice.
In Horizon Collab, you and your friends can build anything you can imagine together.
TT, let's do it.
From everyone here at Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at some of the new features we've been working on and that you're as excited as we are for the game. We'll be launching on Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza fan on PlayStation, we'll be welcoming you.
You were
to
very
Japan
close,
later
JT,
this
very
year
close.
when our PlayStation version is ready. For now, though, stay tuned for more updates about the game over the coming months. And thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you in Forza Horizon 6 as we discover Japan together.
So if this is May, then that means Fable, I'm gonna say, is July, August. What? A Gundam? What does it mean? May 19th? Next we go to Game Freak or Mystery Game. Yep, alright. This game I don't remember. I'll have to see it again to remember which one this is.
皆さんこんにちは。ゲームフリークのゼネラルプロデューサー大森茂です。ここは東京にあるゲームフリークのオフィスです。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはかつてない新しい体験を作り出すことに主眼を置いたゲームフリーク独自の取り組みギアプロジェクトから生まれた新しい挑戦です。これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほかソリティバ、ギガレッカーなどさまざまなオリジナルゲームタイトルを世に送り出し常に新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはまさに新しい体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来、文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本、そして一人と一匹のアクション RPG というゲームプレイで構築されています。この美しくも過酷なビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険を味わっていただくことができればと心から願っています。
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったのです。
Souls-like, or what is this exactly?
最初は黙々とそのゲームで得られる感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずにただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。そうしているうちにぬくもり、頼もしさ、そして寂しさが入り混じったような感覚が最もしっくりきたんです。自分の心に反応しました。隔離された主人公エマとこの世界を一緒に旅していくぬくもりのある相棒クーもその過程で生まれました。
古島からビースト・オブ・リンカネーションのコンセプトを聞いてとても興味を惹かれすぐに参加しようと心に決めました。長年ゲームフリークではポケットモンスターシリーズを通じて生き物やパートナーを描いてまいりました。しかし今回のプロジェクトでは過酷な世界を相棒と共に旅をするという体験を目指しています。汚れと呼ばれる寄生植物が蔓延している世界がかつての文明の廃棄を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっておりダイナミックな移動が要求されます。このような経緯で地を張り自由に操ることのできる鶴のような神をエマの能力にすることになり
Yeah, just to talk over this a tiny little bit, going back to what he said at the start of the video, this is very much a different kind of game for this developer. So this is Game Freak. This is the Pokemon studio. Like, these guys have made like a lot of mobile games. They made like Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Platinum. So it's like it's kind of like what I've said about Fable, where again you've got Playground, who, when you think about Playground games, 90-95% of what they've done is racing games, and then all of a sudden you're giving them this RPG, and it's like, well, can they pull it off? Same with these guys. All of a sudden you're giving them like an open world Japanese inspired like RPG, and most of what they've done is Pokemon. So it's like, that's quite the shift for a company, you know?
自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。日本の昔から続く山々に囲まれた自然豊かな風景と
So sometimes it works out really well and sometimes it does
エマと
not.
クーが歩く姿を自然にイメージできました。さらに植物をモチーフとした重要な
again, here
存在として
recently, everybody takes a
植物
look
と
at like
動物が
BioWare
融
with
合した生
Anthem.
物でもある。
Again, you had
食体も出来上
BioWare,
がって
who
い
is
きま
a
した
single player
食体のデザインは
RPG studio, and they
当時私
were
が注目していたデジタルアーティス
they
ト
were
の
basically
森田
forced
裕
into
樹
making
さん
a
にお
live
願い
service
する
game,
こと
and
に
we all
しま
know
した
how that turned out. So sometimes when you ask a studio to do something
世
outside the
界の舞
box,
台を作るのと
it
同時に
doesn't always
エ
work.
マとクーの物語を作り上げていきました。ストーリーの舞台は西暦4026年の日本です。はるか昔に
What did
発
that?
生した汚れという名の寄生
4026
植物
Japan?
の
Is
影
that
響
what
で
that said?
人類の大半が消滅した後の世界です。エマは腐食体を狩り、その汚れを自分の体に封じ込めることができるという特別な能力を持ってい
This will be
ま
on
す。
Game Pass, so I'll definitely try it.
ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ、人々が住むコロニーから隔離され暮らしています。エマと彼女の相棒となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。
You took a nasty fall.
そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
名前は何だ？
クーだ。
クーから目を離さない方がいい。
ああ、分かってる。
It's a hologram.
王子後エンマ、お前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を下す。
都に迫る輪廻の獣を討伐するにはエマとクーの力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する強力な腐食体主を討伐し、その力を取り込んでいくことになります。
Wow, that Wolfie throwing spears.
汚れを封じることができるエマにしかできない特別な役目です。腐食体はこの世界の畏怖の対象であり、最も象徴的な存在です。汚れに寄生されて巨大化していった生物たちです。エマとクーが戦う強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを吐き、その巨体で世界を蹂躙していきました。腐食体の中でもひときわ大きい主と呼ばれる存在は、植物を操り自身の支配地域に汚れの森を呼び出します。汚れの森に入ると周囲の環境がガラッと変わります。手強い腐食体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムというもう一つの勢力があります。ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、かつての人間が魂を機械の体に転送した姿です。2000年の間に凄まじい戦闘技術を身につけましたが、一方で魂は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
エマとクーはさまざまな人物と出会います。長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとはクナイというエマと同じように腐食体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
とどめはきちんとさせる。
エマとクーは同じく汚れの力を宿していて、互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えばエマが敵の動きを見極め攻撃を受け流すと、クーに力がたまり開花技という強力な効果を技を発動できます。そして開花技の範囲は
Wait, they showed the interface there for a split second. Bring that back up.
幅が広がります。例えばある開花技を使うと、エマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせ、その大輪に
I mean, we're definitely seeing like dodge parry mechanics.
また別の開花技を使えば敵を縛り、エマの強力な闘技を敵に
The wolf has like a charge up bar down there.
開花技の選択中は
There was another charge up bar right here behind me. With all kinds of stuff happening here.
ように考えることになります。好き キルを磨くほどにエマとクーの連携は
But yeah, there was a pause mechanic where they could then select abilities and the abilities would fire off.
エマとクーにはそれぞれスキルツリーがあり、エマが行動すればクーに影響を与え、クーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。また、エマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで
Ultimate ability in the center here?
を作っていくことができるんです。
Maybe?
さらにエマとクーを結びつける霊秘石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動する刀の効果を重ねていくことができて、
So there's levels up at the top,
より奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。遠距離だけで戦う人もいれば、ステルスだけで戦う人もいますし、
I do like me good stealth.
戦闘を仕掛ける人もいれば、クーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような装備でどのような霊奇跡と組み合わせて戦うのか、プレイヤーの皆さん次第です。
Spirit stones that you pair with battle.
皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか、今からとても楽しみです。
What are you doing to that bird? It exploded it.
汚れに追い尽くされた美しくも過酷な新たな世界。企画構想から6年間、私たちはこの世界に数えきれない秘密や奥深い魅力を散りばめることに全力を注いできました。すべてのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。本作は今年の夏 Xbox、PC、そしてプレイステーションでリリースされます。さらにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションは発売初日から Xbox ゲームパスでプレイ可能です。ぜひウィッシュリストにご登録ください。ゲームフリークが挑む渾身の新作、どうぞご期待ください。
No date. Okay. They're probably not giving a date because they're wanting to line up some other things. Oh, here comes our mystery game. Called it. Double Fine. Oh, Tim Schafer Studio. What's Double Fine cooking up here? They just released a game. That's Tim Schafer right there. They just released a game, so do they have another one cooking already?
Oh, hello. I'm Tim Schafer, founder and studio head of Double Fine Productions. And this is Elsbeth Larkin, senior tools programmer and junior in-house ceramicist. At Double Fine, we try to take a little time every so often and create quick game prototypes. Anyone in the company can pitch a game idea, and we have a vote on which ones we want to try to make.
Which is really
we
cool.
forget the projects we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight. We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process. It's just like this clay. With a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before. Our next game came out of Amnesia Fortnight. It's all about encouraging you to create with others, and then use what you create to destroy each other.
Damn it, Tim.
Don't worry. It's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
Oh my god. Yeah, they made a lot of big games. Psychonauts, Brutal Legends.
New and original ideas here at Double Fine, alongside last year's Weird But Chill game Keeper, featuring surreal and dreamlike exploration. Kiln is the other side of that coin, bringing high-energy, expressive multiplayer action.
Yeah, Tim Schafer, for those who don't know, is a legend in the industry. Again,
You'll get a
Grim
chance today to see
Fandango.
how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity.
Another one of his big
Next game,
games.
Derek Brand spearheaded this pitch, and he's here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler, and it's just as much about the act of trading with your friends.
So you like make your
as
character
fast-paced
and
competitive
then
destruction.
Sure, that's an interesting idea.
We built this game to respond to your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots.
It's kind of like Smash Brothers, but
I've
kind
spent
of
my
top
career
down.
as a concept artist, focused on coming up with unique characters and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got me wondering, what would a game look like that included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist? I stumbled on the answer one day. What better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off as a little helpless, naked spirit. You're not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay, and a pottery wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body. And when it comes time for destruction, those shapes needed to translate into capable fighters. Pots that can compete in challenges in a way that only pots can. Our game mode, Quench, brings all of that together in a 4v4 combat party atmosphere.
Hopefully there's online
You
matchmaking.
and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its capacity for carrying water into enemy territory. Here, you'll navigate through the environment with your team's unique creations. Avoid or destroy incoming enemy warriors. And of course, fill your pot up with water to ultimately douse the enemy's kiln and win the game.
Okay, that's really interesting. So like you see a little bit of like League of Legends in that. You see a little bit of oh god, what's that Nintendo game?
With Kiln,
the Kid
we wanted
Squid
to give
one.
players what we know they've always wanted
Splatoon.
from Double Fine. A best-in-class pottery sim, of course. With this strange concept came lots of design challenges, though, because it's a game about pots that have to transform into bespoke ceramic warriors. We had to figure out how to make an art tool, a character builder, and a loadout system all together, while keeping the whole experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity, we landed on a design that lets you feel like a master potter who can easily make any pottery shape you could dream of, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel.
Yeah, like I think
weirdly
if this has
satisfying.
online matchmaking, it could be pretty massive.
Carefully
If it
married
does
the clay
not,
technology with the
then
behavior of
it's
the
not going to
sculpting
do
tools
well.
and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds. Refine it with sponges, shapers, and straight edge tools to get specific and make it yours.
Oh, 100% snaps, 100%.
As you sculpt, you'll notice the game recognizing the different shapes you've made. It'll automatically detect when you're shaping things like cups, vases, bowls, and many more.
So that means we had to ask ourselves, if I was a vase, and this vase that I just made was now my body, what can I, as a vase, do?
It's got to be able to hold water, though. Or whatever the liquid is, right?
Every pot and kiln needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior. To run, jump, attack, and roll. They also must have moves fit for a pot to fill up with water and then splash that water out. Each shape has its own unique way of performing these moves. And because your shape matters, the animation team has taken on the challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping
Hockey shot.
popcorn, bottles turning into swords, jugs blaring like megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
That's neat.
As you fight over the water on the battlefield and try to extinguish your opponent's kiln, you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose to play and what pot you choose to play as. So you'll see things like secret tunnels that only fit certain size pots, and pathways that are only traversable with certain shapes.
You'll fight on fractured, floating pieces of ancient history.
The other thing
like
that they need to have is you need to be able to have a loadout, so you need to be able to make, let's say, like 5 different
Navigate
pots.
Athena's giant strategic
And then when you're queuing into a match, there needs to be like a character selector.
To rearrange the battlefield to your advantage.
So hopefully they have that
Fight in the Egyptian
figured
god
out.
Set's dingy punk venue. complete with
It's
a
like,
mosh
oh,
pit
I'm going to
where
this
only one
map,
pot
so I need to use
emerged
this guy.
unbroken.
Leverage your unique creations. Everything from your size, your capacity to carry water, your speed to cross the battlefield, and other choices you can make will define how you want to approach your playstyle. Do you want a team full of large cups, maximizing your dousing potential?
So I'm assuming the
Or a
bigger
team
you
of
are, the
tiny
slower you
ninja
move?
saucers ready to quickly smash up anything that gets in their way. Or a unique combination you've discovered that balances power and splashability. If you're skilled enough to end up at the enemy kiln with lots of water, you can unleash a powerful super splash ability that does tons of damage and makes the kiln vulnerable to further attacks, letting you and your team dunk on the enemy kiln to either win big or turn the tide and make a comeback.
And that is how it's done.
At the end of a round, the cycle of creation and destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot-making options.
Cool.
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when people play it, they just want to create all day long.
Our decoration system was designed to support your creativity. As we did with the design of the sculpting process, we looked to the Pottery Studio for inspiration. We found ways to translate the experience of adding spouts, lids, and handles, as well as glazing to kiln. Every design choice we made ultimately serves the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We can't wait to see what your favorite designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special delivery of destruction.
I love a medium jug, a simple handle, a 2-layer watermelon glaze, and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
My favorite is the large vase. It has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense and protecting your Bix.
Hands down, the best pot shape is a small bowl. It's perfect for sneaking past enemies. Plus, its ice cream theme special is so cute.
One of my favorite warrior pots has to be the medium base. It's decently fast for invading enemy players and matches. The decorations really make it shine. A curved elbow spout, Cupid's handle, some spiked charms with a rainbow glaze, and one butt sticker.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with butt stickers.
My favorite pots use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
We're almost to
This
spring,
is just
guys.
the beginning of the pottery party as we bring regular updates throughout the year with expanded decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together, and we'd love your help sculpting this experience. Be on the lookout to throw down with fellow Double Fine fans and join the Double Fine Action Insiders for an even earlier look and a chance to play in our closed beta very soon.
You want me to say it 5 times? That's mean. Am I supposed to? Okay. This game is called Kiln, an online multiplayer party brawler, online multiplayer party brawler. I'll never do it twice. Okay, I can do it again. Online multiplayer party brawler. It's getting better. Online multiplayer party brawler.
Nice. No, that game looks really cool. 100% checking that out. And now we go to the big one.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive
into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time. Fable. Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive,
That's a dude
and
player
visually
character they
stunning
just showed
open-world
there.
experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about.
Yeah, maybe not.
Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. At the heart of our game is a simple, recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma,
No, this is a
are turned to
reboot.
stone by a mysterious
Scobie.
stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the Old Clock Tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special, different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads.
Oh, there are
customize your clothing,
males
hair,
and females.
skin tone, tattoos,
That's new
and
information.
scars. So the hero you play represents
Because they've
you.
only been showing the gal.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities
wonder
you
if that's a
learn,
change
and through
they
the
made.
weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and
Because they
will.
got a lot of feedback
Seamlessly
when
blending
they
melee
first
and
announced
ranged
this
weapons with
game.
magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat, allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan-favorite adversaries for you to fight. Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
We're seeing a lot of different weapons.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting, so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game, too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know
That's
me
crazy.
better.
Can you just marry anybody?
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
I do remember the ownership system
Buying every
from
business in
2.
Albion.
Like,
Getting
you could,
rich.
like, own, like, every
Marrying
building.
a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids, probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired
Chat,
them to
I think
work
we
in one
might
of your
have something
businesses.
here.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you. You're a legend. Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take
Don't kick
on
it.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them, they'll love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, Your Choices Change the World, Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
Nice. That was great.
Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026.
Okay.
From all of us here, thanks for watching.
Yeah, I agree with what Fordster said in chat. If they are able to pull everything off in that game to 100% degree, that's a big-time game of the year. Like, one of the reasons why Baldur's Gate 3 was as massive as it was because of the simulation and everything that game was able to do, right? And what we just saw is very similar, except for a kind of a different genre of game.
We've been so excited for this location. Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
Yeah, Fable looks great. I mean, everything they showed today looks great. All four of these games look amazing.
You can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Cool. Let's make sure there's nothing else here. But yeah, this is a big year for Xbox. And I think the reason why we didn't get some of these release dates is because they're still trying to figure out the schedule for the year. And we still have a looming GTA, and nobody wants to release anything even near that game. So it could be that they have a release date in mind for Fable, but they just, like, they don't know what to do about GTA. The other thing that Xbox is trying to do is they're trying to coordinate their big releases because of their anniversary. So Scobie in chat mentioned Gears of War. There was actually a big interview that was done about Gears of War E-Day just a couple days ago where they released a bunch more information. So it's like, when is, well, we know Forza is May 19th, and then it's like, okay, we have Fable, we have Gears, we have Halo coming to, well, actually, we have the Halo 1 remake. So those are kind of their big games for the year, and I guess you can throw Kiln in there as well. And so they're trying to make sure that they can get them all out this year, and they're spacing them out without interfering with GTA. So that is their situation right now. I think everybody's just hoping that GTA just gets delayed again and just release it in the spring. Then that will free up kind of like everything else that's going on. But no, that was a great showcase. They've done this just a few times now, but this is becoming like one of my favorite showcases that anybody does. Like, it's very well presented. There's no, like, you know, nonsense happening. As far as, like, you know, so many the dev interviews in particular, it's like, oh, let's sit on a couch and let's interview the devs for 20 minutes, and it's just them talking. Just the way that they do it in this presentation is so good. They're always showing something new. Everything that they're saying is very interesting. Yeah, just a really good presentation. For Beasts of Reincarnation, I still want to know a little bit more about that game, on what kind of game it is. Let me actually back up here for a second. Oh, the video just died.
Beast of Reincarnation はまさに新しい体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来。
I wanted to pause it on some of these interface shots.
Beast of Reincarnation の世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険。
See if I can find a spot here.
ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションのエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラク
ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。
Don't know if I'll be able to find the spot or not without just rewatching the whole thing.
ゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付け。
エマとクーは同じく汚れの力を宿していて、互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えば、エマが敵の動きを見極め、攻撃を受け
I think this section, okay, if we stop here for a second. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly what kind of game this is. Like, is this a Souls-like? Is it just an action game? Is it some combination? So let me hide my camera here for a second so you guys can see this. So we have like a wheel. I wonder if where it says 1367, I wonder if that's your health. And then there's like 3 green like arrow pib things. So I don't know if it's just 3 arrows. And then she's got arrows selected, but then below that it says 14. And then up at the top of the screen, we have a skull with 5. And then, so the health bar on the enemy, I am going to assume the red is health, and the yellow is one of 2 things. It's either their block meter or their stamina meter. So if you wear that down, maybe they become vulnerable or something like that. You can see on the right side it says run ahead, but then there's another bar. It's like you're collecting something and that bar is like charging up. Pause here for a second. Emergency medicine. Okay. Oh, is this okay? So now we're like, this is where I said earlier where there's almost like an ultimate meter in the center. But yeah, then she like selected something and now we have a quick time event happening. Hold off a big move there. So again, looking at the enemy health bar, there's a couple of icons that have popped up. Those might be status effects.
そして開花技を放てばさらに次のアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えばある開花技を使うとエマはヒガンバナの大輪を咲かせその大輪に跳躍して兜割りを行うことができます。
Nothing really new here.
また別の開花技を使えば敵を縛りエマの強力な闘技を敵に叩き込むことができます。開花技の選択中は時間がスローになり考える時間が生ま
So we're now choosing an ability for the wolf to use.
れます。ターンベースの RPG コマンドのように考えることになります。スキルを磨くほどにエマとクーの連携は研ぎ澄まされていきます。互いに補い合う関係で2人は常につながっているんです。エマとクーに
Now here's the skill tree which we saw.
はそれぞれスキルツリー
So needed SP 55, enhance lack. Okay. So wait, can we enhance every single ability? What is it? 1, 3, 6 times?
があり、エマが行動すればクーに影響を与え、クー
Okay, so this is equipment and okay.
が行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。またエマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。 さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。さらにエマとクーを結びつける霊秘石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動。
So HP, attack, defense, skill, power, critical, and then poison, corrosion, burn, shock, affliction, and resistance. And then we've got like a blade, and then what, a bow and like a crossbow. This section right here, where it's like this section right here where it says like fortification, this reminds me of Elden Ring a lot. So this is, again, this person is level 10. So I guess experience-wise, they're 106 and 400, and then this currency up in the far upper right, I wonder if that is the souls or if that is something else. Okay, spirit stones.
重ねていくことなどでより奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。遠距離だけで戦う人もいればステルスだけで戦う人もいますし、常にエマで戦闘を仕掛ける人もいればクーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような装備でどのような霊奇跡と組み合わせて戦うのか、プレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか、今からとても
Plenty of time here during.
Well, cool, chat. Yeah, there we go. That's the direct. Like I said, really, really good stuff. I'm sure a lot of people are happy that you're going to be able to create your character in Fable. Like I said, I'm pretty sure up until this moment, that was not information that we had. I think everybody thought that we were playing like a main named character, but it appears that that is not the case. So, but no, Fable looks fantastic. I just hope that they can pull off everything that they showed today. Again, it concerns me a little bit. I do remember, because Fable 2 is the Fable that I've played the most, and I remember the system about you can like buy like almost every business and just get a passive income. But what they're doing with the NPCs is pretty crazy. They said like 1,000 or a little over 1,000 NPCs across like the entire map, and they're all fully voiced, and you can like apparently romance or / marry any of them. So that's kind of crazy. I wonder what happens, like, what if you're married to one person and you try and romance a second one? Like, does the game let you do that? Do they get jealous? Is there like that kind of system? You know, so I wonder how deep it goes. But I feel like they also took when they were making this game, they probably took a look at Kingdom Come Deliverance a little bit, and they're like, let's take some ideas from that game a little bit. Because I can see a bit of that game in this game. But like, if you think, chat, and you guys can help me out with this, what are the big RPGs that we know are coming out this year? Like, games that are like this. You have Fable, you have Crimson Desert, and that is all I can think of. Is there any other ones? Like, big, not even necessarily medieval style RPGs, but like, big open world like RPGs. Are those like the only two? And they both look really good. I would say, I think Fable looks better than Crimson Desert. But, again, they both look very, very good.
Member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common.
But yeah, this game has the potential to win a lot of awards if they can pull off everything that they're showing.
We're making this for Fable fans just like us. But also to
we got to be careful because sometimes they don't always do it. Again, we can talk about Cyberpunk, we can talk about, you know, a bunch of other big AAA games that came out and, you know, failed at launch.
And PlayStation in autumn 2026. From all of us here, thanks for watching.
But yeah, cool stuff. Well, here real quick, for those who are watching on YouTube, I think I'm going to wrap up the video right there. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.